I hope you are having yourself a wonderful day. Definitely have to go here and get my Twitch stuff set up, and then I will get started. I definitely probably also have this too wide and need to adjust it. So we shall do that right quick. That way I can see my chat and whatnot in the back. Still cut off a little bit. 1 moment, please. Let's take this side and swing it this way. That will do. And it is not proper if you don't have a good skin on. So let's get that going. Over to personalization. Let's go state police. Yeah, we'll go state police today. Okay, and not that, not that. Hopefully I grab that. Over here. Tonight I am running triple Hawks and T6 Darks. And it should be a good time. I'll make between 1 billion and 1.4 billion net, or 700 million to 1 billion profit per hour. Alright, hey Ermin, how's it going? Let me go here. For some reason I closed this. I don't know why. I'm going to put everything into that thing, Abyss Tracker. I saw it working for some of the other days, so I want to get that going. Dashboard, MooBot. Let's get MooBot going. I like to get that on the go as quick as possible. Giveaways. Create. What? No. Create. There we go. Helps if I spell it right. There we go. Create that. Announce that that's open. That's good there. Let's log into this thing with Eve. For anyone wondering, here is my tank fit, which currently is not particularly expensive, 272 million. My DPS fits are a bit more than that, but they're also the DPS, which is a little more neat. What? Why are you that high? What's higher? God damn, it's small. Let's go up a little bit. So this, which is my DPS side of things, is more expensive at 262 million. How is that? No, never mind. I don't care. Riker, how you doing tonight? Okay, so let's authorize this. This thing also has a... Come on. Authorize. You can do it. I have faith in you. Doesn't always work the first time. Come on, Abyss Tracker. Abyss Tracker also has a browser thing that's pretty neat. Let's call it Tracker. Assuming it works. We're still waiting on that part. Cracker, how's it going? See, I was all raring to go with Abyss Tracker. Okay, it looks like I'm logged in. Stream tools. Mostly because it definitely makes it look like I make more than I do. And I'm alright with that. Allow cookies. There we go. OBS browser source.
To pull a browser source into...
I don't need to know how to use it. Damn it. That. Okay, which one's... Oh, run finish screen and get link screen. Get link. Nope, that's not it. Get the link. Okay. I had lots of hope for you today, but it does not look like it's going to be the case. Okay, there we go. Usually put you below here. And that one above there. Okay. Oh, there we go. Like, where the hell is it? Okay, so let's go that there, add run, and let's get this going. It's a little laggy today. I'm not super happy about that, but it's alright. Undock, undock, undock. And undock. I'm doing alright. Busy day, but it went well. And I just plan on making them busier for myself anyway, so that's fine. Let's throw this up here, this down here. I wasn't running with an ADC for a little bit, but I switched that up, so I am. So, I'm a terrible streamer. What you should do is you should pop this one, like so, and see what the effects are. No negative effects. Cool. Let's pop the rest of them. We'll call it good. I don't do that. I just pop them all anyway. But you can re-roll them in station, which can be very beneficial to you, at least on the tank. Because the tank matters a bit more than the other two. I just have cap on one guy, but that is fine. And approach, and approach. And move you. You don't have them, this guy does. Cataclysmic Darks. Activate, activate, activate. Let's see what monstrosities we get. We're going to start off with an Angel Room, maybe? Yeah, Orca's there. It's just not on grid yet. Let's go Medium Deviant. Yeah, that can work. Let's go Orbit at 7,500. It takes a little bit more to warp than the other guys do. We're going to kill the Tangling first. Tangling, good, we're all shooting that, and then we're going to go for the Harrowing. Why, you going to come kill it? That'd be the coolest thing that's happened on stream in a bit. I'm not going to lie. Hunter, how you doing? That's also why I'm not even concerned if somebody decides to do that. There are a bunch of tracking towers around here, so I'm going to get hit a little more until these webs are dead. Yeah, 7,500, good. I didn't want too short of a range. If you keep this 7,500 to 10k, you'll still move out of their range on occasion, and that's helpful. Oh, absolutely. The Hawks are not sub 2 by any stretch of the imagination. However, how many destroyers does it take to kill something with an ADC? Is the better question. More or less, it takes about 9 people to effectively try to gank me, and that's not even guaranteeing a success. And the amount of stuff I have on here is, like, it doesn't take that many people to gank a Gila worth twice as much. I don't believe they're sub 3 either, though. But here's my 263 millionist cock. Yeah, they're 5.6. Well, I could run tier 5s and probably make them sub 3, though. However, there's more than that, too, though, because with an Orca on grid, they either have to kill the Orca or make it so the Orca cannot warp off. And if I have 3 minutes left, I can still warp the Orca off and back, and they can't really do a lot about that. Okay, ghosting next, I guess. This doesn't seem bad for a tier 6. I mean, here's the thing. They'll come kill me or they won't. It's one of the two. There's nothing I can really do about it. I'm also just not concerned about that. Here, let's look at how not concerned I am about that. Give... There we go. Gladius, how are you doing this evening? Okay, so we got the striking there. 1, 2. Pretty sure I said 1, 2. Okay, and 1, 2, 3. I mean, no, I leave. Oh, because I'm not worried about them ganking the Orca. It'll take 9 destroyers to gank these guys. It'll take 50 plus to gank my Orca. My Orca is pure tank. My Orca has more tank than some freighters. If they really want to kill my Orca, they are more than welcome to. My Orca is there to, and the Orca doesn't have anything valuable on it except for a bit of loot. So it's not exactly an appetizing target to shoot. And even these guys, I've had people try to gank my Hawks, kill one, and I'm pretty sure I made back what I lost just in what they had to pay to get rid of the kill rates off of me. Or what other people paid to activate those kill rates. One of the two. Always put them for 50 mil, every single time. 102. Okay, reloading. That was pretty good then. Just a smidgen of... Oh, shoot. It's not bad. Whoever activates the kill right. So here's the thing. You can open up kill rights so that anyone can activate them, and it costs them so much to activate them. So for example, let's say some guys like ganking, like people who would kill me. It could be either the ganker or someone who's killing the ganker, one of the two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lookouts. Nope. Oh, Jesus, there's 6 of these knights. I would not like this on Nurgles, that's for damn sure. So, for example, the gankers might pay it so that they don't have to worry about someone killing them in high sec. And somebody else might pay it because they want to kill the ganker. For example, if some people try to come gank me, and I had a Caracal outside, which I could go grab. Actually, I have a Caracal available. I could totally do that. I could pay the kill right, have the Caracal kill them, and now that's one less person they'll have to gank me, and that might disorganize them enough that they'll ignore the Hawks, too, because I've done that before. It's like, oh, congratulations, you didn't actually kill anyone, because I ended up killing a couple of the gankers and distracting them. Because they're like, okay, we're going to shoot this guy when he comes out. Okay, he's out, we're going to shoot him. Why is this guy dead? Why is this guy being shot? Like, it just disrupts them. They don't know what to do. They can't shoot me because I've activated the kill right on this one guy. So that one guy can shoot my one guy. Well, I brought a buffer tank Caracal, they have a destroyer. So unless they dock up and grab a cruiser at that point, they're outclassed on that. And I don't have to make them public right away. You can, I don't have any kill rights right now, but you can adjust them however you want. So you can make them all public, you can make a couple of them private and some of them public so that if they come back, you can always kill them. Like, alts help a lot. And also just the amount I've made. How long ago did I win that Orca? It has been a hot minute. I think I've been flying with that Orca out in space for half a year or more. It's also, by itself, it's also avoided 2 ganks. Because what happened was, actually no, sorry, 1 gank. Some people came, they were bumping my Orca, which is more likely they'll try to get it away from being able to stop them. And because I was... Oh, one sec, this guy is not shooting. Why are you not shooting? And because of that, he warped off. I was able to start warping back. They took off. They did not kill my guys. Like 3 hours? I don't think Orcas are 3 billion. Okay, why is number 3 so far away? Yep, 2 billion, so under 3 hours. Okay, they're still hitting it, so I don't care that much. Oh, the fit's nothing. It's a basic T2 fit. Yeah. Orca, like, big empty Orcas are not big targets. The issue is if you start putting like 5 billion in it. However, I drop it off every hour, so it might get up to like 2 with my extra filaments. There is a lookout. I thought I was being dampened. Alright, should be able to kill 3 now. You can kill that biocache for me. Yeah, no, that's alright. Mevik, how's it going? Hope you're having a wonderful day. You guys have that targeted. You're missing that guy. Let's open this thing. 182 million on that one. We're going to orbit this for a second. Tuesday, how you doing? Lurk, lurk. Alright, and we're going to orbit this at 1,000. This guy's far enough away, I don't care. 70? 50. Still don't care. One of them is not enough to do any real damage. Even getting in close, which he's not going to have a huge opportunity for. This guy's still got 6 missiles to shoot. He's got 2. We're going to have a reload on this. Yeah, you should be able to get 1 or 2 off still. He'll be mostly dead, though. No, they're not. So this one I actually didn't end up putting the more expensive BCU on. The big difference is that this one has an ADC. It's just a EFFA ADC. It's not a super big one. But it has an assault damage control, which drops its DPS fairly significantly. However, it lets it tank things like the Angel Room extremely well. Okay, everyone's shooting. That's the main thing in this. These guys don't hit so well. Minus 70, up 50. Still 50, eh? So these two have 2 BCUs. Actually, let me grab the fit here. I threw it in my chat earlier. And the tank, I have a cheaper BCU on because he's not the big DPS, and also he has an ADC on instead. Actually, he has a lot cheaper stuff than this. I didn't upgrade this, and this. I guess those two. These aren't that expensive though in the grand scheme of things. The AB is about 35 million, and why is it showing Katas? Oh, it probably had no. It's simulated anyway. But if that's why it's more expensive. Okay, one sec here. Why, thank you. Every once in a while, I just like to do that. There we go. 550 million. It was showing 3 stinking filaments, which were 100 million ISK. Every once in a while, I just like to screw with some people on that. You know that. Snowflake, how you doing? Okay, all the little guys are dead. We just have the big ones here left. Ooh, look, there you go. If you've done it on other channels, it still works here, too. That bot is well done across all of the channels. Okay, so that's down. Shoot 3. Shoot 3. Let's open that. I should orbit it first. 84. Let's orbit this at 1,000. Stack that. Booga, how you doing? The Hawks of the Drones, eh? Really? That's the one you're after? It's one of my favorite ones. It's so fast and easy. Now, be aware that there are things that can distract you very easily in that room. Very easily. And I get it. You have to not pay attention to those. The same as rooms can be extremely random, and that in itself can kill you. That's why I like flying cheaper Hawks. And sometimes what I'll do is, for example, this right now is a 270 million ISK Hawk, okay? Oh, this is messing with that. Trust me, it's not an expensive Hawk. So what's really nice to do sometimes is start off at tier 5. Like, let's say you're breaking into tier 6. Start off at tier 5, make the cost of the Hawks back. Move up to tier 6, and then as you go in tier 6, let's say you survive for an hour, okay? That makes you a billion ISK starting off. We're not going to say you make the 1.4. It's hard to get the 4 runs in starting off, but eventually you'll get there. However, let's say you make a billion ISK. Well, put 200 million of that away to buy more Hawks. Put 200 million away of that to upgrade your Hawk. Let's grab some BCUs. Let's grab some MWDs. Let's grab a few little crystal implants. Not big ones, just, you know, a 100 million worth of them or something. And every hour, just add a little bit more and add a little bit more, and it'll be easier and easier. But then when you lose, you still have a lot of things put back. I have some skins, but it's not any huge amount. I think that was... We're going to put 16 and a half minutes on that. I wasn't looking close enough. Yeah. Open fleet. Stack. 1, 2... Nope. 2, 3, 4, 5. 367 estimated. Dark T6, using that, 1630, paste, save and return. Let's grab Cat of Dark. There we go. But the thing is, you can always upgrade and move further along, right? Nice. I've seen him running it, so I'm reasonably certain it works, but it's hard to follow what he does sometimes. You have to be a little careful on this one to start. However, there are no webs. So I don't recommend this most of the time. This is me being a little lazy. Let's see where Charybdis is. There we go. Let's go up this way. Go Jesus, I am very well. Thank you for asking. If you have any questions, it can be about Abyssals or not about Abyssals or whatnot. If I don't answer them, somebody else probably will. Let's orbit this at 7,500. Thank you, Evermarks. I don't care. I'm a terrible person. I really don't use much for Evermarks. Now you might be like, oh, blue cloud. Well, you know what? I'm orbiting at 7,500. It's still very unlikely that I'm going to get hit by that blue cloud and the Charybdis at this range and speed. There are no webs to bother me, so I should be okay. Now, it's famous last words. Don't get me wrong. This is how you die, but I can afford to die a couple times. It's all right. And all the newts are dead as well. We're going to kill off the confusers. We don't care about obfuscators. So after that, we're going to go for Charybdis. There we go. Charybdis, Charybdis, Charybdis. T6, you need all of the DPS Thunder God. All of it. For me, this guy is 212. Plus whatever two of these guys are. 277. Keep in mind that in Darks you get 0 bonuses for shooting into a hole on something. I know, right, Coach? Jesus, that's exactly it. I have them orbit. So there is this fantastic little button that they made. It is under navigation. Right here. Fleet regroup. It does not normally have a shortcut. So you need to click on it, edit shortcut. I use /. And at that point in time, all you do to get these two to orbit around and follow is hit that / and they'll move for you. And I have to set that on every account that I want to use that, I found out. So just be aware of that. But it makes it so... It made everything easier. I could do it without it. It was not an issue. But now instead of having to go over here, right-click follow, over here, right-click follow, usually on the watch list, you just do it here. You can absolutely just hit that, and it's perfect. And if you end up and you're like, somebody's not going somewhere I want them to. Bloody, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. You just hit that, and you're like, okay, now they're following, and I'm good. This guy's going somewhere. These two have to be following him. We're okay. Because that can be an issue. Thank you for the follow there, Snowflake. I appreciate it. I shoot myself on a regular occasion. Less so with these guys, more with the Nurgles, because they're also remote repping each other. Okay, I don't think that's in a speed cloud, but it's kind of hard to tell. Where I'm currently seeing in a blue cloud, I am not changing direction until Charybdis is dead. Also, this isn't far enough away, and I've got 5 more fealties that I don't care if I take a couple seconds, because it's not really going to be taking a couple seconds. I've got to shoot things, so... The Damavik rooms take a lot of time. There are some minor tricks that can be done with them, but they're not exactly the safest thing in the world. Who was talking about Gustav's fit earlier? I wanted what's the cost of all of his ships? 87 million in that one. That was the other question I had. So I know that eventually these ships are going to die to bad luck in some kind of way. That's one of the reasons why I don't like flying is. Like, my Nurgles are not made for tier 6. They run T5 very well, but... Okay, so that was under 6 minutes. We're doing good. Ben Thick, nobody loves you. A bunch of Snarecasters. We're at the edge of the range, though. So we're going to fly this way. We're going to kill Gaze Dimmers. That's what we're going to kill. We're going to kill Gaze Dimmers. And that's why we're going to kill Gaze Dimmers. You shoot the benthic. Those webs should branch out. Hopefully not famous last words. We'll see. Is this 70? Thank you. Ooh. So 3 retries. I've been done it in a. Did I do it for with the new changes? I think I did. I think I had 3 retries for a fleet worth 300 million at the time. I think it's probably more now. Was killing tier 4 firestorms with 300 million worth of retributions. I'd have to double check that though. You would probably have the fits for that. That'd be that one and that one. Two small armor reps. 116, not bad. Uh-oh. How? Because I did not kill all of those guys. That makes sense. He's not firing at me. Does it look like he's... What? Is he firing at me? I think so. Anyway, whatever. There we go. So it's a little risky, but in letting my guys shoot the endobenthic from the start and not spending ammo on the snarecasters, I got more DPS in. Like, I would rather spend... So here's the thing, is it does take a bit to learn how to run the tier 6s for anything. It's why I kind of like making things cheap, because you don't start off surviving all the time. You don't want to lose, 50 billion worth of ships to start being successful in tier 6. So I do not recommend spending more than $1 billion. 771, that's not too bad. $342, that's not too bad. This isn't too bad overall. 171. Okay, so he's not running super expensive implants on them. Ah, too far away. Maybe not quite that far. Let's go this way a little bit. Okay, that guy's reloading. That guy's going to be reloading. This guy's getting close. $134 million in there. Thank you. Make sure before you leave, you do the hashtag horde to get in on the draw for the end of the night. If you win, I will send you a message and you'll still get it, so please do that. If you guys show up to see the stream, I'm more than happy to let you in on that draw. How much are T4 electricals right now? Do I have any? Generally not cheap, I know that. Oof. Yeah, that's pricey. But that unstable large battery, I think, is worth a good chunk. Okay, 8 minutes and 30 seconds left, so we are up fairly decent, almost 2 minutes. Hey, frigate room, there we go. Alright, let's take a look. We got no towers in this. Blast Lance, which is one of the worst ones. Let's go this way. We're going to fly straight away from these guys. My other two Hawks are a little bit closer than this guy is. I always shoot the DPS first. I don't care that there's 3 snare casters. I don't care if there's 6 snare casters. I shoot the DPS first every single time. 2 DPS down. They haven't gotten to me. 3 DPS down, 4 DPS down, 5 DPS down. They haven't gotten to me. Also, at some point in time, they will switch targets. Couple more DPS down. Now, there pretty well is not enough DPS left to actually do a ton of damage to me. I still have an ADC. I do not focus fire. I shoot I shoot random DPS. I don't take the time to pick which one to shoot. If 2 of them shoot the same ones, perfect. 47 kilometers. If they don't, that's also perfectly fine. They've now switched some targets, so not everyone's on this guy. That means that the snare casters are a little mixed up. Has any of the DPS switched? Doesn't look like the DPS have really switched, but there's 3 of them left. Now you can get, and Blast Lance are the worst ones. You might think it might be electrical. It's not. The spark, yes, they can hit hard, but they don't catch up as quickly and they don't apply as well. But one thing I noticed is the snare casters, they take more shots to kill. I'm pretty sure they have a smaller signature radius than what the rest of them do. You do less damage to them. So instead of taking 2-3 shots, they take 3-4 shots. And yes, killing them and not having any snare casters on you is great, but if there's 5 or 6 of them, and you have a lot of DPS, that's not going to work for you. There's still going to be a couple left alive, you're going to be tackled, and you're going to die. Now, one of the mistakes that I have made before is that I see that there's a tower. That was a shitty room. I'll see there's a tower, and I'll be like, okay, I'm going to go for that medium tower. But it brings me closer to these guys. It's not usually worth it. You're better off flying away, killing the DPS, kiting them out, and having them die. If they get on you a little early and you're like, okay, that could be a problem, overheat. Like, if you have the space and you're not worried about burning out your shield booster, overheat, because you can just repair it after the run. And it takes almost nothing to overheat this here. It is, yes. I could probably grab it for you in a moment. Oh, god damn it. What are you doing today, Abyss Tracker? It's making me log in again. Okay. How to run. My fits. Oh, nope, still spot later, damn it. I did not shoot this guy yet. Okay, time is 16 minutes. I mean, the starting at lower tier helps too. So let's go here, open fleet, stack this. This one won't be as good, I don't think. 273, it's not that bad in 16 minutes. 16 minutes, paste and save. Let's go over here, my fits. And over here, we want 3 more Cat of Darks. And down to the bottom here, let's go, nope, those are Nurgle, Series Alpha Hawk. So keep in mind that you're using 3 of these, but on your tank one, you're subbing an ADC for one of the BCUs. I mean, T4 frigate is solid-esque. There's no doubt about that. If you want to stay in T4 darks for days, they're super cheap. I think they've gone up a little bit. But you can find various cheap filaments to run stuff like that in. Okay, still need to get in range. Lookouts? No lookouts. So that's going to make killing these guys easy. Oh yeah, T4 Jackdaws is really, really good. Like, if I didn't have 3 accounts to triple box, I would just do Jackdaws all day long. I need to train up another character to fly an Orca or a Hawk or a Jackdaw, one of the two, so and quad box Jackdaws more. Just for shits and giggles. I mean, even with Angel Rooms, I think I did 20 T4 T5s in my Jackdaws quad boxing. I adjusted the fit. I think I went with a rolled for cap pithy small, just so I would be more cap stable. Because I didn't want to fly not cap stable Jackdaws. Quad boxing. That's just insanity. Still having to pop cap boosters all the time. Multi-boxing, the best thing you can do to help yourself is to make it 2+2. Because I was running them in tier 4, tier 5s. There's the short-range deviant in here I wasn't paying attention to. So this thing here is far away, so I'm not concerned about it. But it can destroy your missiles. So if you see that you're not doing any DPS, it's something to look out for. 148 million, that's a good one. I don't, unfortunately, I'm a filthy casual, and I'm not a stream partner. Or I'm not an Eve partner. So, unfortunately, I cannot enable drops. And even though there are huge benefits to it, I don't know if I would accept partner from Eve anyway. I like Eve, but I also like being able to talk shit about them and not get in trouble for it. Like, not bad shit. I obviously love this game. And I want it to improve and get better. But I still like to be able to, like, point out their mistakes and be like, fuck you, CCP. They deserve it, and if anyone from CCP is here, you know it anyway, so don't even. You have to have someone like that, you do. And I'm just that guy. Also, still a filthy casual, and I do not have all the drops. I think they go for like another week anyway, though. Now, CCP does not suck. They make one good game, and they haven't ruined multiple others. Anyway, never mind. I'm out. I know, right? And Dust. And what's the one before this one that they're doing that's kind of like this one, but it's not this one? That one. So I'm going to kill these Scylla Entanglers first. The Scyllas are faster than the Lucids. You can outrun Lucids. So, see these guys? We're going to start running away from them. No, not Echoes. So, they're making a shooter called Vanguard now. They were supposed to make a shooter already, like 2-3 years ago when I went to... Oh, God, it was before the pandemic. So, even longer. 4 years ago when I went to Vegas. See, did not regroup my guys. Now I did. Those guys are still in range, though. We're alright. We're going to swing back by this way, though. These guys are still pretty far away. Although they're mostly not after me now, so they might be after these guys already. Not those. Some of my favorite hulls, though. It's alright. Project Nova. There we go. Thank you. They promised me a beta for Project Nova 4 years ago. I don't have a Project Nova. And I'm not going to lie. This is more or less the exact same thing as Project Nova. So they're making a second shooter. And they did well enough with the first one. I mean, if it would still be going if it hadn't been on PlayStation, I think. Maybe. Maybe not, but maybe. But the bigger thing is CCP has to nail it with the AI on this, 129. Because if they don't, then a terrible AI can easily tank this game. There shouldn't be rampant cheating. They should know how to handle that well enough. But could also be a problem. The other thing is aimbots. Not aimbots. Not that one. What's the other one? Shit. What's it called? What's the one that's not aimbots, but it lets them, like, see where people are on the screen without knowing where they are? Wall hacks. Wall hacks. There we go. Thank you. Wall hacks are harder to detect because they're on the client side and not the server side. It's just interpreting things coming in. And more or less, if they're not streaming or some shit like that, then Nova was not a corridor shooter. Nova was an on-pirate ship shooter. Wall hacks are really hard to stop. And unless they're streaming, like, you're never going to catch them. Unless somebody's literally watching people who are doing too well. CCP does have that capability. I'll give them that. So they might do well with this. We'll have to see. No, Nova, I played the demo for it, so I do remember it. You were on like a you're like a strike team on a pirate ship, and you were shooting the crap out of them. The AI when they had the thing was just terrible. Everybody wants T3Cs in Abyss. Let's be honest now. But it's just not going to happen. They're too powerful for these. It's like battlecruisers and battleships. We want battlecruisers and battleships for the Abyss. Why? They're all the same and goddamn slow. There's no challenge to it. I mean, I haven't seen them use the normal commercially available anti-cheat for this. They have their own ways of doing it. So I'm hoping it's the same for that. This should be the last room. Be an easy one. Yes. I want an easy one because I want the time to be able to do one more this hour. As long as I have a fair bit of time left, we should be okay. I'm going to focus the Fire Watchers and the Wardens. Fire Watchers, Wardens. Here's the thing, if you're in a room like this, if you kill the Wardens, most of the time you can tank the rest without any real issue. So, shit, I don't know which one I said. If you have cap, it's unlikely you're going to die. Kill the Fire Watchers. Because right now, everything is still shooting this guy, and he's an ADC up. And everything I kill is going to be one less thing doing damage. I get faster as I kill the Wardens. We'll be fine. Preserver. We're going to pop another cap booster, though. Warden. Another Fire Watcher's almost dead. Okay, there they go. They've switched targets. This guy apparently is low on cap. Okay, that's over there. We're going to head over this way. All my guys are doing fine. It's irrelevant. Just kill them all. I usually focus newts in these things, though. Newts are the most likely thing to kill my hawks. If I run out of cap and I can't rep, that's probably what's going to kill me. If there's enough webs, yes, they can get some DPS in. But a lot of times when they switch DPS, they don't focus fire. I say a lot of times because there are some that do. Same as some of them don't really switch targets either. That would be Kikis. Kikis don't switch targets. If you get a Kiki on you, it's going to shoot you until the end of days, except for one. Sometimes one will switch target. Kind of like the Tezzeras. The Tezzeras tend to stay on one guy. What are you doing? Approach the biocache and get me loot. Okay, all my guys are shooting. We're doing fine. Wardens are webs, Fire Watchers are newts. Sentinels are newts, and lucid sentinels and lucid upholders are newts and webs. Looks like it's in a big old cloud. Grab that. 113 million. This is a decent run. Shoot that guy. It's getting a little low, but I think we'll be okay. Oh, well then. Do you see what I see? A gravid 50,000 MN. That's going to be worth a little bit of scare.
It's okay. Just say hey when you miss us.
That, and let's activate this thing. Time is 13 minutes and 15 seconds. It's not a bad idea. That's a good one to kill first. 13:15 for what's going to be a... Oh, God, this is going to ruin everything for you guys. I am so sorry. You approach there. You approach there. Let's grab that. That, and that. And move what says... Oh. Almost got me. Copy. Move that over. Cat of Darks 3. I'm just going to grab a couple 400s. 13:15. Let's see what this number jumps to. What? Why are you not showing my daily runs, you son of a bitch? Add run. No, it's over here already. 13, 15. Select all. Paste. Save, run, and view details. And add run. This guy. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, whatever works for you too. Just because I run it one way doesn't mean it's best to do it the other way. It should absolutely work, actually. Okay, so how long do I have? 10 minutes. And a Dracovic room is not going to be a good start to that. Although, we're definitely going for the Drex first. 1, 2, 4, 5... And the reason we're going for the Drex first is they are not full health right now. So if we kill some of them first, they will drop. And there are no webs. I don't do that if there's webs. I have been burned. And I've shot webs first. And then I die. And I hate it. So webs will always be the first thing I shoot in here. Occasionally... let's orbit this guy at 20. I will shoot the... what do you call them? Starving second. But I will always, 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 always kill the webs first. In this case, I would still not shoot the starving second, unless there's 2 or 3 of them. If there's 1, I'll just cap booster through it. It's okay. Why is this not working?
Mercy is the mark.
Razki, thank you very much for the Prime sub. I appreciate it.
Guess I'm just a good man.
Let's shoot 3 here and go over to here. Stream tools. Let's try this again. Get link. Copy. I mean, it should already be working. Paste. Okay. Come back. There we go. Thank you. I might want to change that. You're not shooting. You are shooting. You are shooting. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that's showing now as stupid amounts of ISK. Ooh. Did I not put one? Actually, I very well might not put one on there. No, 2, 5. Yeah, it looks like I put the second and that one. Let me double check. God damn it. I swear I put that first one in there. My runs. Is it just being problematic today? It's definitely being problematic today. No, I only threw 2 up. Okay, that's my fault then. A, and A. This is definitely one of the longer rooms, by the way. So I will not have boosters for the 3rd room. Unless it's Angels, and then I will pop boosters early. Ratsky, I super appreciate the Prime sub. And you bringing that to my channel. Especially when I'm a slacker of a streamer. Which I have some ideas for, but I don't want to get anyone's hopes up, so let's not do that. Also, I have 3D printed these cool commander boxes that you probably can't see because they're green. See, look. It's an invisible commander box. There's a white one as well, but it's over there. Now you see the commander? Now you don't see the commander. What's up with that? You're not wrong there. You're not wrong there. Okay. Doing good so far. Let's work on these kikis for a little bit before we reload. Generally, I like to reload at the same time and not have like onesie-twosie missiles shooting. Because they can just rep through that, right? So, if I think I can kill them, well, I'll keep shooting. If I don't, for example, this guy's going to have 2, these guys are going to have 5 and 2. I think I can kill number 2 with that. These 2 will start reloading, but this guy should be able to finish him off. If that's the case, then I can go right into 3 as well. He still has 3 missiles. Oh, I killed that guy a little bit ago. 1 missile. And they're going to finish it off. Okay, and these guys are obviously fine to start shooting now. 1 and 2 for the ghosting. Kind of wish I knew how many votes it takes to become a CSM member, so I could see if I can just vote myself into it. I know I could get support from the community, but I just think it'd be hilarious if I could get it myself. 198. Like, how many PI accounts would that take? 4,100? That's a lot of PI accounts. I would definitely have murdered the Plex market by that point. I already impacted a little bit. Not a lot, but people notice when I sell stuff. And 12,000 PI characters is, that's just a little bit. We are under on time. I don't like that. We have 3 minutes left on that. That's okay. That'll get us through our next room. Should only take you about 2-3 minutes to get control of the room, and then after that's everything else. Planets. I would have to branch out for sure. Alright, time to go join CVA. No. Let's see here. Okay, that's definitely going to be useful. We're going to fly away, like I had mentioned. This one, there's not a ton of DPS. I see a lot of snare casters and some plate forgers and stuff. Blast Lance die first. Striker a good second target. Or Spark, rather. We actually don't care about Strike. I can. Yeah. I have a couple tanky ships in there to be distractions and to shoot back. Like buffer fit cruisers. Nothing super special. Okay, starting to take some damage. Blast Lance are almost all dead. Spark Lance will be next. Going to approach here. Have not hit my ADC, have not overheated. I mean, yeah, I've got my ADC. And the other thing is they'll probably bump my Orca off. However, give me 1 second here. What have left? Ember Lance. Those guys are dying. No, we're good. A Spark Lance. We're going to shoot the Snarecasters next just because I don't want to deal with them. We're going to see if we end up in this cloud or not. I could, but to be fair, I want them to know it's there, so they either have to bring enough people to kill it, or have to ignore me. One of the two. Let's open that. Because, I mean, 56. God damn it. It's a good thing we had a good first room there. Because if they see the Orca there, they're going to be like, well, why bother then? And if I... So right now, I'm on track to have 10 minutes left. So if I see them, if I start warping my Orca off, then they're either going to have to suicide someone to keep it there, or after 3 minutes it's going to warp regardless. And if it warps after 3 minutes regardless, what are they going to do? Like, are they going to try chase it down? They can do that, but that doesn't mean that they know exactly where I'm warping to. If I warp 100 off station, I just warp right back. And if I land on grid, they had better bump me real damn quick, because I can leave these... I can get aligned and warp as these guys are coming out, and they're going to have a hell of a time. Usually they bail. If I get my Orca off grid, they're just like, nope, we're out of here. We're not going to bother with this. Because that has happened at least twice. Spotlighter, plate forger, you're shooting a fogcaster. Rarely. I've had like one group try a couple times for my hawks, but yeah. Pretty sure they realize it's not worth it for them. Alright, now there's a number of rooms that I do not need boosters for. We're going to see if I get one of those rooms or not. And then there's rooms that I absolutely need boosters for. Angels. Okay, so if it's angels, we're going full stop here. Hey, Rokonos, how's it going? Nope, devoted we definitely do not need any boosters for. If they start hitting me, I'm probably screwed. But generally, they don't hit me. Lookouts. There are 2 lookouts. They have to die first. These guys first, Herald second. I'm only randomly marking them so you can see, and I misclicked a knight. Deviants. Super far away. Not super far away, but far enough away. And we're going to mark the knights. Damn it. 1, 2, 3. So you don't need to focus fire the knights. I just like to focus fire the knights because it's a habit I've gotten into. I think a smith is on this guy for what? Newts. It's not super effective at that range. I mean, my hawks are a little more expensive than 150 mil, but 500 at best, including implants. They're not worth that much. And again, ADCs and orcas really make people not really bother with them. Huh, that smith is in range. Why is this one not being shot? Okay, that's up there. Where are these guys? Let's approach here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Again, not that you need to focus fire them down. It's just a habit I've gotten into, and I like to do. There's a couple things. One is that I can switch this Hawk for a cruiser. So I have an ADC on this Hawk. If my Hawk gets within, I think it's 5 kilometers, but it might be 2.5 kilometers, I can just switch ships. And then they're not shooting my Hawk anymore. They're shooting a Vexor worth less than 100 million that is 50k brick tanked. So it's pointless for them to bother. And they also know that there isn't a ton of loot in it because I've been dropping all the loot off into the Orca. Down to the last two, and they're not really all that close. So when I had my Draugrs out, because I run dual Draugrs on occasion, they were worth about 750 mil a piece with implants, so a little bit more. Mind you, like 200 of that or so is the hull itself. And they came to gank those because those don't have ADCs. However, they bump my Orca off, but I warp my Orca off. And by warping it off, it means I can warp back directly on the Abyssal Trace. And if I do that, well, it's game over for them because I can just switch to my other ships. 1645. Let's go here. Let's stack this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 444 million estimate. 1645. Add run. It's so slow today. There we go. Save, run, and return. Let's see if it updates on here. There we go. So, unfortunately, I kind of wish this was a per 24 hours thing instead of daily, because daily is going to reset in an hour. Let's throw this over here. You cannot see the Orca fit in context. However, I will tell you, it is... reinforced bulkhead, damage control 2, large transverse bulkheads, and simulated its defense is 521, not overheated. Keep that, drop off 997 million. And in comparison, if I were flying a Providence... which I don't get the bonuses for. Let me check my guy who can actually fly Providence. Providence starts off with 346,000 EHP. So that's... over a bare bones freighter, it has 180k EHP. Bulkhead reinforced. And it takes a fully reinforced bulkhead freighter to out-tank the other thing. Yeah, you can absolutely roll some things to screw with them, too. So, that's definitely an option. Let's go Scourge. So, I missed one run in there, so we're up a little bit there. Yeah, but the Providence, you can't just move stuff over to. And that's the nice thing about the Orc. I can grab cap boosters. For the Nurgles, I can switch drones around and put drones in. which was hilarious because for way too long I was abandoning drones with my Orca until I remembered it's like, oh shit, I can just drag those from the fleet hangar to the drone bay. That's right, that's the thing. Alright, let's go over here. We're going to want some Scourge. So 2,200 of that. We're going to grab some Cat of Darks. We're just grabbing 3 of those. So you two should be good. Double check repair quotes. You're fine. You're fine. I should get that up right quick. 1 second here. Let's go over to this, to MooBot. Enter the hashtag Horde if you have not already. If you have, okay, even if you haven't. Here's the hourly. It's going to be for 100 million ISK. It is now open. Please join that. I'm going to take a quick break and leave you guys with a couple-minute ad break. I'm going to grab myself some halls, another sip of this, and a quick washroom break. I'll be right back. Alright. Damn filthy lurkers. Okay, so let's go over to MooBot. Yeah, we had some time. Let's close that. Analysis closed. Draw the winner. Winner is Rokanos. Congratulations, Rokanos. And you don't need to give me your name. I just do this thing here. And copy that. Pop over to this guy here. Fleet. Paste. Modeling character. And this one here. And give you 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I know it says I only made 1.1 billion, but it's missing a run in there, so I think I'll be okay. Ha, only 1.2, my bad. Now, we haven't seen Angels yet. Angels is the big threat, really. Archive that one. Again, if you have not already, please enter this draw. That is my big one for the end of the night. Can get you anywhere up to 5 billion ISK, but you guys have had terrible luck so far, so we're not anywhere near that. I need to do some more of that, actually. When am I going to? So, I mean, yes, but there are other compositions. The other compositions have other threats instead. Draugrs is one of the easiest ones I've seen. And Jackdaws, even though they're a threat, I don't think they're as much of a threat for Jackdaws. 10 cap boosters should be enough for you. Oh, use a little bit more because you had the negative cap roll. No negatives. Perfect. Not on that guy anyway. This guy has turret. This guy has cap and shield cap. That's not good. So he's going to need more cap boosters partway through this run. Like this set of runs. Ooh, look at you. Oh my god, this is terrible. Love it. We're definitely going to go these guys first. These guys second. Look at this BS. So bad. Six marshals. 5 marshals. 2 drainers, though. Oh, shit. Not on this one. Thank you, dead marshal. I needed that. Two, 3. Alright, I think we're okay. Why are you shooting the arrestor? There's some I'll orbit the guy on, but not this one, that's for damn sure. Okay, let's kill 3. And that was all damage from the marshals, which generally the marshals don't do that much damage, but generally don't have 5 of them either, with 2 markers up. And the bigger thing was the newts. And that's where sometimes just random will kill you too. Yeah, no, thankfully I was smart enough to see that that was a very bad idea to try to orbit that one. Which you're not wrong, it's usually my favorite move. Nope, not that one. Let's kill the markers first. Not a problem, Karkar. You have yourself a wonderful evening. Come on, what we got? And 142 million in that. So this is not the first hour I've run with this particular set. These ships are well paid off. Yes. Snowflake, yes. That's my answer to that. Usually what I'll do once I hit 1,000, I just price out the ships, the Velis, and the Entropics. Drop the price about 20% and sell them all as a bundle. Some enterprising person usually buys them and presumably makes them. I usually don't even move them. Sometimes I do, because it's easy enough to just throw them in a ship. They don't take up any space. Okay, approach there. Yes, though I prefer the Series Alpha for tier 5s, especially for learning. For tier 6, what I'll do is I will put faction BCUs on. The Series Alpha is a learning ship. There are no webs in here, by the way, so I don't find this scary in any kind of way. Every time, sorcery, by all means. Same as for these guys, there's a lot of options for doing little upgrades. A much better afterburner, 1 second here, only costs 35 million ISK. A better cap booster, as opposed to the small F-RX. The faction one is 10 million ISK. They're very good options if you want to do upgrades, but I highly recommend going with the Series Alpha and doing upgrades as you're successful. So, for example, if you go run tier 4s and you make 2 billion ISK after running them, take some of that, buy some spare ships. Here's 4 new ships. If I lose them, you know what? I've got replacements. Put some into Plex, because you're going to want Plex. So 500 million into Plex. There we go. I'm part of the way there for this month. 500 million left over, 300 million left over, whatever you want. Let's get a couple upgrades for these ships and see if I can take them a little bit further before they go. They've earned it. Like, that's usually how I looked at it. To be fair, I should shoot Cryptus now. After this guy. It's all obfuscators. They're not going to do anything to me. Like, I highly recommend having extra ships. Yes. Hard shell on the tank, pyro on the DPS. Not needed at lower tiers if you don't want to. Like, I'll use them in tier 5 and up for the level 2 one. TB5. Which should be DB5 for Pyro. The 2 one, the one that costs like 11 to 15 million usually. I don't go too overboard, because 3 is a little bit of an upgrade for a stupid amount of ISK, right? It's a little better right now because we just got a bunch from the drops, 33. But, yeah, no. I would still run Blue and Synth Crash, but I would not run Pyro. I still might use Hardshell, because Hardshell's cheaper than Pyro is. Series Alpha is the basic fit that I came up for this. So I had started a series that I slacked off on YouTube.
Mark, a great man.
Saracen, thank you for the sub. I super appreciate it.
Guess I'm just a good man.
It is this fit here.
Well, I'm alright.
And that's the base fit that I use for going into tier 5 darks. They can do 6s. I don't recommend doing 6s in them. I recommend learning 6s in them, but it's still challenging. You will lose ships, but I don't usually consider frigates as 100% in Abyss anyway, because you can just have stupid bad luck that kills you. If you get an angel room and it's covered in short range turrets and it's covered in medium range tracking turrets, you're going to have a bad day. Yeah, that works too. 136. So my way is not the only way. My way just works for me, which means, and it works for other people too. I know other people have done this plenty. So it's one of the ways that works. But the way that I got it is by switching things. Like, now, a lot of the fits I see, if you look at the Jackdaw fits, here, let me grab mine. Whenever anyone links a Jackdaw fit, I usually check this one little thing because I find it hilarious. Jackdaw. Now, it could just be because the amount of missiles that I happen to throw in there, but if I look at here... No, did I put it in the wrong channel? Yes. Yes, I did. Try that again. That guy, less health guy. If I look at this... Now, these are very specific amounts of missiles, right? A lot of times, and I'm not saying anyone's stealing credit or anything, that's not the case. They've just saved my fit, and they've saved under whatever name makes sense to them and shared it again. Like, this stuff I could see other people potentially coming to mine for them. However, this number of missiles and this number of missiles, when that shows up, I know it's a version of my fit. Because there's no reason for them to have those specific numbers of missiles saved in their fitting. And I usually giggle when I see it. That's a lot of preservers, not much for the Lucid Cruisers. So this guy's going to shoot preservers. This guy's going to shoot the Lucid Upholder. I actually don't care about the webs. If I kill this, this, and this, there's no DPS left. Of course, the preservers are flying a little further away. Hey, DB, how's it going? Debisme. Debisme? Different name? There's no hourly rate now, there's just a horde. I'm well, thank you. Just smushing out some abyssals. To be fair, because I have an ADC on this guy, that 20% armor is not that bad. I cannot tell you how many times the angels have brought me into structure on a regular basis, and I stopped being concerned about hitting structure against angels. It's like, that's just what happens now. I overheat everything, and it's not quite enough, and they bleed me into structure before they switch armor, or before they switch targets, and then I get my shield back and I'm fine. It's painful for the first 30, 50, 100 times. But after that, it's just doing business in here. Alright, so I got the Lucid Upholder, the web dead fairly early. One of the Watchmen's going down now. They're the only DPS in here. So one of them, like even 3 of them, isn't enough to do anything. You usually have 6 or 7, so this is fine. Okay, that preserver's dead. We're going to shoot this and that. And I have a guy shooting that, so let's shoot that. Was there any preserves left? No, there's not. Aegis for you. Should probably kill those wardens. 120 million there. Orbit that at 1,000. That was a pretty good run. Warden. Let's kill another warden, but I want to see which one he hits. There we go. Watchman's about dead. Last warden. That means you can shoot an Aegis when you get to it, and you can shoot an Aegis. So, sometimes I mark them to shoot the same thing. Other times I mark them to shoot different things. This is one of the different thing scenarios. And this guy can shoot one because, you know, this guy has less DPS. 2% CPU implant in the cargo hold. I do have some remote armor reppers on it. It's not effective for getting ganked. Time. 15.5. But this is one of the times that I can definitely use it. This guy, this guy, this guy, remote rep. Open fleet hangar. Over here, let's stack that. 2, 3, 4, 5. Copy. 14.5 minutes. 398. Oh, sorry, 15.5. 1530. Paste. Save run. Back to this guy. You are going to grab 3 more Catadarks. This guy is going to grab a couple 400s. And that guy's going to grab a bunch of 400s. It's the other nice thing about having an Orca. Activate that for fleet. Because I'm a terrible person, and I just generally don't use filters for that. Too many times I've seen people leave filters on and just forget they had shit. Blast Lance. This is not a bad spot. Let's go this way. So I do actually. You can absolutely do that. It'll work perfectly fine in lower tiers. For higher tiers, because you don't have the range, you're going to have to tank more. And it's going to cost you to have that extra tank. A little bit of overheat here. Again, you can overheat for quite a while with this thing here. It does not cause much damage for a bit. And then once you're fine, you can turn it back off. And also, you know what, Gladius? If it works for you, there's no reason for you to not do it. I've had people who, at one point in time, believed that my way was the best and only way to do things, and that's just not the goddamn case. You can adjust things however you want to. There's no one set way to do anything. There might be things that are min-maxed to be the best way, but if you're not enjoying it or you want to do it differently, that doesn't mean your way is wrong. If you're failing all the time, then you could be wrong. If you go in and you're like, hey, how do you do this? And I'm like, hey, the best way to do that, shield missiles. And then you're like, I don't want to run shield missiles. And I'm like, okay, how about shield Tech 2 cruiser with guns? I don't want to run shields either. I want to run an armor turret. And it's like, well, I don't run goddamn armor turrets. I'm not helping you. Yes, that has happened. That has been conversations I've had. So you can do up to tier 6 and not have range. 331. That thing and that thing. That'll do it. And 2 ballistics. Nice. You can absolutely do up to tier 6 with rockets. I know people who've done it. Who was it? Fonsui and someone. They came out, or did they do Jackdaws? I'm pretty sure they did Jackdaws. Right from the get-go with, like, absolutely max stuff. So, I didn't need it, but it was definitely recommended. What's the... Erst? I'm not sure... No, Erst didn't do tier 6, I don't think. I could be wrong on that, though. What we got here? That's just a whole lot of fealties. There are some types of ships that would really not like this room. Okay, I'm putting 2 guys on Dissipators and 1 guy on Entanglers. And I'm going to let these 2 coast along towards them just a little bit. That should do it. Because this guy may run out of range. I'm not 100% sure yet. Wherever this is, which we're super far away from and we're not going towards it, we want to stay that way. Yeah, but I think he did his on his own, and I don't think he did them at the start, but maybe it was, I'm not sure. Erst has been really busy with his fart fleets on weekend lately. Which I love those things. I haven't participated enough in them, but I do love them. Oh, no, they do not. Well, actually, that's kind of true. They don't line during the week, but I'm an early riser on weekends. So on the weekends, I'm up when the servers are. I'm in Erst's channel all of the time on the weekend. Most Saturdays and Sundays. It's 8 a.m. for me. It's really not an issue. I have a daughter, so... She's waking up by that point for sure. Oh, there's another Entangler here I missed. So these guys are spread apart a little further than I like, so I'm going to bring them back in. And then we're going to start heading towards the cache because there's more than enough of these guys dead. I'm not concerned about them. Yeah, you'll see me say hi on Earth's stream an awful lot. Advanced weapons upgrades is that not just extra power grid? Which I think there's a bit of spare on here. 6, and I believe that's a very small amount of power grid. Reduces power grid need of launchers by 2%. So 2% of 60 is definitely not the 10% it's sitting at. So you should be fine without it. Like, even if you were missing all of it, which you should be able to get some of it, you should be fine. Because I think I'm going to get this guy to kill the biocache. %, eh? See, I'm also a slacker and I don't use nanite like I should. I just hate having more stuff in my cargo hold than what I need. You know what? Maybe I should make an Abyssal frickin' filter. Okay, that's fine. Let's see what this is. 143. So for me, anytime, thank you, Tigger, anytime I still have missiles left from the first set, I'm doing very well. These Hawks are mostly faction fit. Tier 6, you're definitely going to want some faction. That guy's reloading, so this guy has 2 missiles left. This guy is reloaded. Shoot your last one. Thank you. And once he's reloading, you can go through because it'll finish reloading on its own. Last room, I still have almost 11 minutes left. Let's see what we get. Oh, lovely. This is perfect. Let's fly this way. This one I could almost do in a T2. Spark Lance, Strike Lance. Again, I focused the Teslas. I do not, or sorry, I shoot all of the Teslas first. I do not focus the targets. Focusing would absolutely kill them, but it's fine if you don't. They don't coordinate the reps well enough to keep them alive. I have made fun over some CCP guys, and they've shot back. It's like, they have, like, this much reps. I'm like, yeah, if that thing lives long enough to get those reps. They typically don't. And anything that does live that long definitely gets just wrecked at some point. Let's orbit this at 1,000. We don't need to run from these guys in any kind of way. I will double up on shooting these guys. So I have 2 people shooting that Blast Lance right now. He's going to go down real quick. That Snarecaster's going to die too. Going to get everybody to shoot him probably. So, 3 missiles, 4 missiles, 5 missiles to kill them, okay? 1, 2, 3 on the Ember Lance. 2, 3, 4. So, I usually find it takes a couple more missiles to kill the snares. I thought that Ember Lance was going to die after 3. But... oh yeah, absolutely. No, it's a huge help to sort it by name. They don't bounce around as often, and it's a lot easier to tell what you have to deal with. Highly recommended. But, like, if you're PvPing, a lot of times you have it so that you only see the PvP ships only. 79. Okay, I think you know what? I'll use a cap booster. It's fine. But if you PvP, a lot of times you want it by distance. You want PvP ships only, so you can hold that control and get that tackle, right? So a lot of people, or if you're range kiting, speed kiting, well, you absolutely want it by range so that you can see the closest thing to you and kill that if you need to. But here, absolutely, you want it by name all of the time. Or at least I do. There have been the odd times that I've switched it to range for the Tezzera room. So the battle cruisers where they just smash you in the face if they get in range. But they only have like an 8-10 kilometer range. However, for my Nurgles, which have a short range as well, I'll usually do it by... Sometimes I'll do it by distance. Or I'll do it by distance on this guy and by type on these... Or by name on those guys. Type works the same too, but I mean... Okay, interesting. I mean, as long as you can see type and know what they are, and your name isn't Chaos1298 or whatever his name is, and you can't tell which Scyllas are which Scyllas, because he did that for a long time and almost got ganked by me for not fixing the goddamn thing. I'm like, so you're telling me when you go into a Charybdis room, you don't know which ones are webs, which ones are newts, and which ones are, what's the other one? Scrams. And he's like, nope. And I'm like, you goddamn moron. Fix that. I think it's a terrible idea because once you get past cruisers, a lot of battle cruisers and battleships work the same, and they're very slow. So it would slow everything down, and it would not really be that much of a challenge. You can absolutely run T6 with 2 characters. That would be Jackdaws or... Jackdaws is the big one. Draugrs can do it as well, but they're more expensive. Okay, so that was a nice quick run. 14 minutes. Nope, wrong spot. Stack that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 553 estimated in 14 minutes. 14. Paste. Save and return. Time switches in half an hour. Kata. Grab 3 of these things. You. I try to get about approximately 4 in an hour. I mean, I've had a lot of experience at doing these pretty quickly. Short range deviant, nobody loves you. Okay, so we're going to go down this way, not in the blue cloud, if we can help it at all. Newts, there don't seem to be webs in here, so that's kind of nice. Not going to hit these guys right off because my stinking missiles are going to get destroyed by this thing here. But I should start hitting them any minute here. Yeah, I should hit the necklace. There we go. Now the big thing is we don't want Charybdis going up around that. So we're going to drag Charybdis down this way. And that's one of the benefits of Hawks in Darks over some of the other weathers, actually Darks in general, is most weathers you have to chase Charybdis. In Hawks with Darks, or Jackdaws with Darks, Charybdis chases you. So we have blue clouds, we don't want to be there. Turret, we don't want to be there. We're going to make Charybdis follow us so that we just don't have to worry about it. And we've got plenty of things that we can shoot at until Charybdis is well away from all of that shit, that we don't have to worry about things. And if you look at it, Charybdis is still in my range anyway, so all I have to do, if I want to get some more shots in Charybdis, we're just going to go this way a little bit. We're going to get aligned, okay, not too worried about getting one shot there. Go this way, exactly, right? And then we can target Charybdis, Obfuscator, Illuminator, we should be good there. I might want to kill some Obfuscators on this one, actually. So I don't lose targeting on Charybdis. Now, I'm going to have this guy finish off the Obfuscator, and my 2 DPS start shooting Charybdis more. It should, yes. Depending on the range of the cruiser. Here's the thing, is Charybdis has a much shorter range. However, what I see come into here a lot is the heavy assault missiles. And heavy assault missiles have a shorter range, so they still... I'm not sure if they get chased or not. So it kind of depends on the range of those. But if you look, Charybdis is taking damage. This is 60 away. Charybdis is 30 away. Charybdis is... Let's go look at... Charybdis is flying away at 28. Are you going to switch towards me in a second here? Because I haven't actually paid attention to which range. There we go. 33 kilometers, Charybdis switches around. So as long as you're at least 33 kilometers away... Charybdis will chase you in darks, not necessarily other ones. Actually, definitely not other ones. I've seen Charybdis not chase you at, what, like 60, 70? Charybdis just flies towards the goddamn edge and pisses you off. Partisan, how you doing? Where's this and where's this? They're fairly close. I'm going to go down to the bottom edge of that to grab it. Not bad at all. Got some cleaning done. Work's going well. Abyssals are going well. Oh, I made a fair bit of ISK over the last week, actually. I definitely lost some Nurgles, but they also definitely got well paid off, so that's okay. Yeah, actually, that was one of the things that running Jackdaws made me realize, is you can just fly away from the goddamn blue clouds with these. And it makes a huge difference to be able to pick where you go. Oh, so much ISK. I'm sitting on about 30 billion between Plex and ISK right now. And 167 million. What do we have over there now? That's just one, probably about 3 billion in hangar, in loot. Oh, and a little bit up for buying more filaments too. Okay, so this is over there, so we don't want to be too far that way. We will go down this way and just sit our asses tight while we kill these last few. So, obviously, it's a gate. It's nothing special. You just have to be within 2,500 meters of it to go through it. And it has a fairly big area. So, short range, like it was within 20 before, now it's within 30, and I'm still in range of the gate, so we're good there. Okay, you only have this guy targeted to shoot. There's only 2 left anyway. There we go. And under 6 minutes so far. And again, anything under 6 minutes is pretty good. Having 2 minutes left in tiers in something other than tier 6s is usually fairly frightening. In tier 6s, you get used to it. You're like, I had a minute left. That was lots of time. Yeah, so we're good there. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is shitty. Okay, let's take our time. 1, 2, 3. We have one good thing going for us, and just one good thing going for us. Gonna overheat this. We're gonna give it a second. And the one thing going for us, and it's sure as shit not where we're at, is there are not elite Draymeals in here. And that's it. It's the only good thing going for us. Pop that, pop that. Popping that real early here. Get me out of this blue cloud, guys. There we go. One down, lost to go. No cap left, I'm dead. Yeah, this is going to be a wipe. 7 Cinnables is just a little bit too much. Overheat, overheat. Pop that. Overheat both you. Oh, you guys are both being shot. Oh, you are so dead. Yep. There we go. Yep. I have one guy left alive, and I'm pretty sure one guy can't actually kill these guys. He still had cap left and died. That was the Angel Room, yes. And besides being an Angel Room, it was a very bad Angel Room. Did not survive. Ship blew up. Tank could not handle DPS. Save and view. Add run. So, like, you get bad Angel Rooms, but starting in a blue cloud with 4 Elite Cinnables and 3 Cinnables is an extremely bad one. So, that's one of the ones where you go. That usually it's 3 to 5 Cinnables. And you don't usually... So, there were multiple factors in that. The first thing, I was 30 kilometers away at the entrance. Usually you're 40 to 50 away. 45, 50, you can start moving away. You can get out of the cloud. You'll get hit a bit. They'll take a minute to catch up. You might be okay. 7 Cinnables. You can usually tank... So if you get 5... and you're 40 to 50 away, you can usually kill one before they start hitting you, and then you're tanking 4 Cinnables, and 3 or 4 instead of 6 or 7. I did not get one dead before they started hitting me because of that blue cloud, and because they were so close. So that was painful. So the number of them, starting into blue cloud, starting so close, are the 3 things that ended up being an issue there. The only thing that could have made it worse is let's throw a stinking short-range deviant next to him while we're at it. Like, that's what it would take. That's the thing, is I am well aware that that room exists, so I'm not that concerned about it. I know, right? That is why... Let me go here, 1 sec, 9 of those... I got about another hour left, so let's go hard shell. We'll do about another 3 runs. So I'm not going to take a full set of pills with me. Blue, hard shell, synth. Crash, not that frantic stuff. That should be good there. Except it's not. Oh, damn, no, hopefully I have more of those. Let me go check here. Oh, boy, do I. Okay. 1 moment. Let's repair quote these. None of the 14 of these are damaged, which is kind of surprising. So first we're going to do this. Accept. And we're going to go fitting. I don't know. I've never hit one like that with my Nurgles. But the difference with Nurgles is that even if I get neuted out, they still have 2 more guys repping that, right? So it would work really well. So let's move that there, this off to here, and assault, EFFA, there we go. So, I mentioned spare ships a lot of the time, and just for, this is me low on spare ships. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with 5 spares. Can I fit those right now? No, I was missing a couple little things. Hawk. So I've got 15 spare ships. And all I need to fit 5 of them Oh wait, I have that in trade, that's why. All I need to fit 5 of them is a few rigs, some light missile launchers, some cat batteries, and the implants. So always have extra ships. It will make your life easier. And this guy also has a spare, actually. Plug that in. Back to my ship hangar. You are also going to need one. Accept. Accept. Now, there are things that might have made it so I could have survived it, but the bigger thing that was an issue was running out of cap. And I hit my cap boosters pretty well right away. So I don't think there would have been a way to survive. Pyro. 1. Yeah, they died to a 7 Cinnable room. Crash. And that's the thing, you can have high-grade crystals. But high-grade crystals are not going to save you if you have no capacitor. And 400s. So you're good there. Have you put anything else in here yet? Nope. Kata, Dark 3, Synth, Crash, Pyro, 1, Blue, 1, and I'm missing something, 400s. Let's put 10 over there. I lost all 3 Hawks, Tucson. That room was terrible. Angel room with 4 elite symbols, 3 non-elite symbols, and starting in the blue cloud, and starting closer than I cared for. Okay, so, I mean, even tonight, we're still up 600 million before we lost that, so. Oh, you know what? Let's get another hourly in, though. Back, create, hashtag hourly, create, and announce that that's open. Okay. Consume, consume, consume. This guy's good. And again, that's also why I like the cheaper Hawks, is because if you start losing some, it's not the end of the world. It's like, alright, let's just grab another set and go. I've been using the 500 million ones lately, so just really 2 upgraded BCUs. Just because the extra DPS makes a huge difference. And what was the other thing? Extra DPS. Oh, and I generally easily earn it back. It has been quite a while since I've lost to Angels that often that I'm concerned about it. There's not much for newts in here. I kind of like that. Not a big fan of the speed clouds either. If you're just coming in here, hashtag Horde as well. The hourly is going to be 100 million this draw, but the Horde is potentially much bigger. It's anywhere between 150 and 5 billion. Which right now, I am good for. I mean, I'm always good for it. Sometimes it's in Plex, but Plex is still a currency I am willing to give you instead. Now we're going to turn off our AB here. We're out of the blue cloud, and I want my other guys to be able to catch up if they end up getting webbed and are slower. Because there are still a few wardens in this. Okay. Well, there's a speed cloud over here, but we don't have our ABs on, so even if we hit it over this way, we will be fine. Speed clouds can very quickly ruin your day if you're not used to watching for them. It's like, does it look like I'm going to speed cloud? Well, maybe. Yeah, you can kind of see the shimmer over there. So we should hit it over on that side. And that's the kind of shit you want to be aware of. However, if when we hit it, I'm not going that fast, so... So one of the big things I noticed when I first started running Abyssal, okay, well, not when I first started, when I second started running Abyssals, is that the reason the angel rooms tended to kill people so much is running out of cap. Now, one thing that I should work on that I'm still not great at is actually overheating this when I pop it so that it reloads faster. Now, it's a couple seconds, but a couple seconds can make a difference, right? And for that other room, maybe it would have helped, but to be fair, I think that those symbols were just going to murder me regardless. And even if once they switched targets, I still don't think I would have survived. That was way too many to tank. So yeah. But if it was like 6 or 5, like a challenging 5, that can save you if you start running out of cap. Because running out of cap and not having your shield booster going is definitely something that will kill you. $127 million there. Let's orbit that at 1,000. And while it is possible for me to die 2 filaments in a row, Hawks it's less likely. Nurgles, a little bit more. Yeah, I would not. It would not surprise me. I am definitely known to CCP. We'll put it that way. CCP tier 7, please. Alright, let's go here. Oh, they are so dangerous since they restructured them, but I love it so much. So these guys are terrible for my Nurgles. They're great for these guys. Where's this thing? Up there. Perfect. We're going down here. Regroup. That is a lot of Field Weavers. We're going to kill those first. There's also a lot of Speed Cloud there. So here's the thing. These guys are not very threatening, okay? By themselves. I don't have that on for some reason. That's okay. I will live. However, this room can have a significant number of snares. These Field Weavers could be snares instead. And if you had your AB off, like I did, flying in a direction, you think you're fine. But the snares and the Tezzeras clip that speed cloud, you can die real quick. And there's not a lot you can do about it. And I had that happen when I was doing tier 3 Jackdaws, and that's what made me realize it. That even though you can make a setup that's mostly fine, there will be a time when just the RNG will be so goddamn terrible, you will die. And that's why I don't like flying things that are too expensive. You people wanting your battleship abyssals. Battleship abyssals are a terrible idea. I want new frigate abyssals. I just had a weird thought. So, which you probably saw on this beautiful face of mine. So they came out with anomics, right? And the idea was anomics were difficult solo mission things. But people don't necessarily run them solo. Then they came out with abyssals, which they don't run... Ooh. I mean, to be fair, Cataclysmatic, you can totally do that. You just have to run 3 and 3, and it's fine. Which, by the way, I have to pull up my VR headset sometime. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That definitely happens sometimes, Rimble. Or, like, your power goes out, and it's like, that one you wouldn't necessarily get back, but it's still something that you can blame on not you. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to hit that cloud there, and I don't want to really hit it, but let's go do it. I feel like that cloud is... I'm definitely going to hit that cloud, aren't I? Zoom. No zoom. $58 million. Damn it. Alright, that's fine. Well, I mean... Oh, Eve has audio. There's a lot of games that I just do not play with any audio on. So first off, because I have a daughter and a wife, and they're usually doing things, I just don't like the audio. Second, usually when you change something for one account, it changes it for all of the accounts, but not everything, so it's kind of weird how it does it. But, for example, my graphics, they'll switch every time. My stinking... This guy having a fleet regroup does not. So but I know sound is one of the ones that will propagate through all of my other 13 accounts, and I don't want 13 accounts warping and saying they're warping if I'm doing mining or some bullshit activity like that. Which I do have a miner. I'm so sorry. Okay, we will approach there. Those two are still going. That guy's reloading. That one's dead. That one's dead. Everybody gets to reload. You get to reload. You get to reload. Everybody gets to reload. Alright, approach there. And that's the thing. Like, I can go listen to Billy Talent or something if I want to have something in the background. Marco. Ooh, nothing in here. Cool. Ooh. Medium. Okay, we're fine with medium range deviants. We do not like short range deviants. Regroup before you bounce into that rock too much. That'll hurt some of those. We'll be okay. There's one field weaver. We don't care about that. It's usually a game I play with my wife. But I mean, I'll probably answer even if you say it. Do that and that. Oh, interesting. Not too worried about it, to be fair. I still probably wouldn't play with sound. It's been a long time since I played with sound in any MMOs, because it still goes back to World of Warcraft when, like, 40 players are dropping various spells all at the same time. I just don't want to listen to that shit. Styler Star, how you doing? I should make him a mod just because he mods everybody else anyway. Let's go this way. It's going fantastic. I lost a set of Hawks today, but I mean, when you run into 4 Elite Cyndables, 3 Cyndables, and you start in a blue cloud 30 kilometers away, you're like, yeah, this is not going to go well anyway. Pretty well called it before I even engaged them. I mean, there is that, but usually when I go to switch them to lower graphics, I don't run all the miners that often. I do need to do that a little bit more for Pockfin mining. But I'll usually just take one and make sure it's in low settings and then propagate that down. You were not supposed to stop shooting. Not specifically, no. So possibly not at all then. Do they switch me to it automatically, or do I have to opt into it? That looks like the old launcher to me. Oh, I know, but we also both know me and that I can handle that myself. Ah, the curse of being too good at multitasking. Nobody ever tries to jump me when I'm in an angel room in a chat thing. 100, exactly 100 million there. I remember one day someone was like, yep, helping this streamer with this, helping this streamer with that. I'm like, why don't you ever help me? And they're like, Loki, you've never needed goddamn help. Shut up. Target that guy. You've got all 3. You've got all 3. We're good. Well, that one should be dying next. Yeah, I've been seeing a bit of an uptick in, like, bot follows on some people, and that was kind of weird. It's like, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. And it's like, buds. No. It's like, oh. I mean, you don't have to do T6s. T5 is still very, very good. One shot there and one shot there ought to do it. Oh, this is the last one. Nice. Okay, so off we go there and there and there. Time looks like 15. 15:10. Approach there, approach there, approach there. What do we make? I don't think that one was that great. Stack that, keep that and that. Oh, 286, that's not bad. Let's go over here, 15:10. Last chance to get in on the hourly. Also enter the horde. Please enter both those draws. While I go over here and paste my after cargo. Save and return. Oh, we are in the first of this hour. Alright, cool. God damn it, Abyssal tracker. You did not save, did you? Oh, it didn't change that either. Alright, cool. Try this one more time. Save and view. Page expired. Thank you, Abyss tracker. Log in with Eve again. This is why I've been taking a break from this website, not anything else. Save and return to this page. One daily run. Numbers are all weird. That's alright. Let's go over to this guy and this guy. Oh, no, we have to do the hourly here. Mubot, close the hourly, announce the hourly, draw the winner, announce the winner, Rimbalsi. Congratulations. Let's go IGS paste. There's that. Let's copy that, archive that. Over to you, and let's go to fleet, paste, Rimball, and give you 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're not required to follow, however, it says you're not following if you want to be. Let's grab that and throw 3 of those in there. And we'll make this the last one for the night. You are most welcome.
Ah, hello, adventurer, and thank you for following Loki Val.
Let's go here, and here, and here, and activate, and activate, and activate. Probably should run more with these boosters, but that's okay. I know, right? I need to play with that one a little bit more, actually. So I kickstarted them for their new studio that they did, and they made me a Twitch follow. So I have to play with that a little bit more and do some more editing and cutting, and that was just the first one, but I do have all 3 of the main characters. So now it's cut off a little bit towards the end because I just screwed up the end of that particular thing. Give me 1 second here. Let me go Streamlabs. Now you're making me play. God damn it. Well, let's go over here. Let's go 1, 2. Oh, there's only 2 of these guys. That's not so bad. Let's orbit this at 25. There are no webs left. There are none of those. We're good on that. Let's go ghosting Kiki's after that. It's going to take a minute to get that. Over to Streamlabs. Log in with Twitch. We're going to go to Alert Box to... where is it?
Hello?
Follows, yeah.
I'm taking the dog out.
Okay, perfect. Alert delay, we're going to put it up to... oh, there we go. I can see it better. Going to save it there. So you're going to see where I messed up on this, but that's okay. I'm just going to do a... what you call it? No, one sec here. Let's go this at 20. There we go. And we don't have any towers to worry about in here either, so that's quite beneficial to us. So you're going to hear where I screwed up on this particular one. We're going to do a test follow here.
Ah, hello, adventurer, and thank you for following Loki Val. Ah, hello,
and then it cuts
adventurer,
into the next one, and I can't really adjust that because it just replays it. So I needed a bit of a gap there. And I think it was their little music in the background that I messed up. So I do want to remake that at some point. We're going to bring this even closer because apparently that Drek is a fair ways away. I don't think this guy's hitting it. My other 2 are, but this guy's getting nailed by those ghosting. So his range is 34, so he's not. I know, right? But I have all 3 of them saying my in-game name, so that's fantastic. Okay, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. And also, I managed to, like, properly crop that. I just have... so all I really need to do is kind of loop the music a little bit more and make it longer. But make it so it doesn't loop. So, like, just 2 extra seconds would be enough. However, I'm lazy and have not done that yet. So the tank, this guy, is going to run hard shell, blue, and crash. And so he has an ADC where my other two are 2 BCUs. The 2 BCU guys are going to run pyro, blue, and crash. Synth crash. So I use standard blue, synth crash, and pyro 2. And on the tank, I use hard shell 2. Now keep in mind that anytime event boosters come into play, or if you have pretty good redeem boosters... Ooh, look at this stuff. That, home station, yes. These things make a difference, especially if there's event boosters going. So, feel free to use them. Don't just leave them sitting there for nothing. I mean, having extra DPS helps too. But since usually the Angel Room and tank is the one that'll kill me the most... Go for that now. And I will take those recon. Ooh, 175, nice. Okay, so what's the cheapest ship that you can refit out of? I mean, I think the easiest thing to say would be a mobile depot. But that's a little more... Is it more annoying? Maybe it's not more annoying. No, for the one Recon's talking about, we're talking about the event ones. So, for example, I think those ones had better have expired, or I'm just missing out. Pretty sure they expired. Republic. Boosters? No, no, they're not showing up. They're gone. There were faction warfare boosters. Yeah. There's every once in a while they'll come out with boosters that you can use that make a difference. And it changes what they are. So, I mean, sometimes you get more shields, sometimes you get more damage, sometimes you get all of those things, sometimes you get more range. Like, however, all of these things make... Ooh, one sec here. This is a speed cloud. 1, 2, 3 for starvings. This is actually a nice small one. However, they're going after the wrong character, and I don't like that. However, there's no webs either, so I'm kind of okay. We do have to kill those starving first, though. They're after this guy. There. So yeah, they had some shield and missile ones that I could have used, but they've expired since. One starving down. But for a 5 ed back room, that's still not a lot of extra damage in here, so I'm kind of happy. Ooh, I just watched my cap disappear. I had 2/3 cap and poof, gone. So Vedmax are strong newts, but you can get the cap back from them pretty quickly, so it's usually not a huge issue. And also, they're infrequent newts. So, if you have 2 Damavix or 2 Starving Vedmax, I would rather... Did he just fly out on his own? He must have. I would rather kill the Damavix first, because they will make it so you never get your cap back. Where, with the Starving Damavix, you can either time your cap boosters, or you just get some cap back in between the newts. Like, it's generally not a huge deal. Okay, last newt's dying. He's generally fine. Yeah. He got nuded and he still has cap left. Okay, shoot that. 1 and 1. Let's open this. 146 million. Orbit that. No, not approach that. Orbit that. There we go. And now we're just cleaning up at this point. Now, I'm not sure how many this guy will have, but if this is the one that Recon sent me stuff to, there's going to be a lot here. Nope, not too bad. So, for example, this one was really good for my Nurgles, because most of the time the boosters you get will affect a specific type of weapon. This one, specifically, was turret damage and turret optimal range. Now, most of the time it's like lasers or hybrid or projectile. This one was straight turret, which meant my Nurgles could use it, because usually when they get bonuses, they never give my Nurgles shit, because they probably know I'll run them too well. So I loved having those. Or this, it was a 9% shield booster effectiveness, which is a ton, because hard shell is 5%? 5% for the one I use. But it was essentially 4 hours of hard shell for the same price as 1 hour worth of hard shell. So you could either replace it or you could add it on and just have that much extra tank. So they can make a huge difference when running stuff like this. Especially if you get that plus 6% damage, missile damage, plus, 12% smaller, and that's what they had. Oh man, that observability, it was the cheapest one there, and in my opinion, it was the best one there. For me, anyway. But, sig tanking's the thing. And let's go search. And the 3 of this was cheap, and it was a minus 12% signature radius. It's that is fantastic. I almost want to go get the implants and just run this all of the time. Those ones expired, I think, a month and a half ago or something. But there were Caldari ones. There were ones for all of the empires, and those expired about a week or 2 ago. Maybe 3. That might have been at the start of the month. Alright, so I normally don't like firing my last missiles, but he's got nobody to rep him. So all of these guys can reload while we do that and start approaching this transfer convoy. This is the last one, so make sure you get that hashtag horde in, because we're going to be doing that draw shortly. That one. And that is a fun, interesting draw, which we are getting close to the end of. Here's that list, which I'll probably give you again yet anyway. Okay, AB and everything is on, so let's go to the last room for today. Didn't make as much as I would like today because of the loss, but, I mean, you saw what I had. That's just the way that kind of goes. This one's fine. I don't even see any shitty clouds or towers in the area. So we're actually going to get a little closer. We're going to orbit this at 25. Regroup. Start shooting things. I generally don't recommend orbiting, but in some cases you can. It's definitely a lazy thing to do that you probably should not. So I apologize in advance for showing you to even do it. But as long as you have 12 kilometers of range on these guys, they're not hitting you. Okay. So I've been building commander decks lately for Magic, so I've got a stack of various legendary creatures. I didn't realize until a while ago that all of the Baldur's Gate 3 characters are in one of the magic sets here, so that's kind of neat. Strike Grip and Ember Grip. Probably Battle for Baldur's Gate. I didn't actually look that closely at it, to where they came from. Okay, so we're going to go this way just another moment and let them chase me around.
Hello, adventurer, and thank you for following
Milky Way, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Okay. Turn that off for a sec. 5 minutes left, which is plenty of time, obviously. Shoot that right quick. Go back over to this guy. Shoot that guy. Spark and Ember. There we go, 94. So that's an interesting way of asking that, Jogar. So, I mean, what do you mean by if you don't concern yourself with this per hour? Like, so part of the reason why I enjoy running these so much is that the room that I had that had angels that killed me exists, because that means that it's always going to be a challenge. Because even though that was a really, really hard room and I wasn't likely to survive it at all, a lot of times it ends up being somewhere in the middle, where if I do this stuff right, I'll survive. And that surviving is what makes it so I can keep doing what I do, right? And if you look at my series alpha fit that I have, that is precisely why I did it. So let me go grab that right quick, because I should still have that up, I think. Here we go. So this here is just a little bit short of what I'm currently using. I'm using what I'm currently using a little bit more for the whole ISP per hour kind of thing. But that fit there is still good in tier 5s. It gets paid off in an hour. And if you make a mistake, you're still probably going to survive it. But angel rooms will kill you sometimes. However, it's cheap enough that if you lose it, it's so going to be paid off as long as you're not making major mistakes all the time. And you're going to have quite a bit of fun with it. The Hawks are forgiving. The Nurtles are goddamn not. Alright, so we are docking up. I did not throw that one in. That's okay. I'm going to go back over to here, to that tracker. Kind of annoys me. It's just a bad time of day for me on that one. Let's remove that one. Good there. Alright. I definitely made less than that today, but that's okay. No, I wanted that horde. Get back here, horde. Giveaways, manage. We're going to... Oh, wait, no, I have to do that. Scene 2. There we go. We are going to draw the Dragon's Horde. So, we will explain that in a minute. These cards I need handy, though. Nope, not that one. Yes, this one. Okay. So, the Dragon Horde is my last draw of the night. It is anywhere from 150 million ISK to a lot more than that. We're going to draw it, then I'll go through the full explanation of it. So close that, announce that it's closed, draw the winner, announce the winner. The winner is Miso2509. Congratulations, Miso. We're going to go IGS Miso. We're going to switch this back to here. And we're going to take this, and we're going to throw that down there. So, Miso, are you here? Obviously, you don't have to be. We're going to go over to the nub. to Fleet, Rafe, Amatin. No, that's not how you spell that. Amatin. Autolink character, Rafe, there we go. Alright, Misa, where the hell are you? You're usually here. But the reason why I let people get it even if they're not here, people have things they need to do in their lives. I am not going to make you stay here until 5 o'clock in the morning your time because you missed the draw. Like, no, that's silly to me. Miso 259. So, I have to adjust things 1 second here. And I have these fancy boxes that you cannot see because they are green. See, there is my current commander that I'm working on. So we'll just put this on top of the void. I've made these neat little deck boxes. Just give me 1 second to take my filter off here. You trash. Yep, just for a minute. So, they're commander deck boxes. And what they are is you can put a top in it. So you can't see it from that angle, but there's the groove for the top. You put your commander in the front. So you can see your commander. And then it has spots for tokens, extra card, well, presumably tokens, more tokens, and then your deck. Oops, sorry. Yep, tokens, then your deck. Or, like, if you want to switch around cards or stuff like that. So I just really like these for my commander decks, and I plan on making more commander decks. Actually, you can still go back here. And I'm going to put filters back on. Filters, add chroma key. Okay, close. There we go. Back to magical black hole. Alright. I know, right? So, Rafe does not seem to be here, so what we're going to do is we're going to count this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, there's definitely more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, pick a number between 1 and 11, please, chat. You're going to be in charge of Rafe's future right now. So, the way it works is this is 7. His number is 7. The way it works is this is the main card that he is after. Okay, this full art Planeswalker. If he gets this card on a 7, he gets 5 billion-esque. If he gets a common, he gets 150. If he gets an uncommon, he gets 250. And there are still 2 rares in here that are worth 1 billion each. So he's got a decent mix of cards that he can get something out of. I mean, normally I try to do this, but there's just not enough cards left to really do that. The next one, I'm going to make a 100-card commander deck for my Dragon Sword. And what we're going to do is there's going to be 3 commanders in it. I've already picked them up. It's not going to be a proper commander deck. I'm kind of sad about that. But we're going to have... I'm making it more so that it's obvious as to what you would get. Get over here, cards. So we've got 3 full art legendaries. And they're going to be 2 billion, 5 billion, and 10 billion. And it's not going to be, you know, this one's 2, this one's 5, this one's 10. It's going to be the first one drawn is 2, the second one drawn is 5, the third one drawn is 10. So you'll have a 1 in 3 chance of getting a nice big grand prize. Then we're going to do the other ones by color. So, like, we're going to have some green cards worth 150. We're going to have some blue cards worth 250. And we're going to have some red cards worth 1 billion or something like that. And obviously there'll be more of the oh wait, no, there's going to be land too. Either way, I'll figure it out and we'll go from there. Let me see if Rafe has said anything. I kind of doubt it. No, he hasn't. Okay, we're going to go here anyway. So, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Card number 7. 1. That's a rare. 2. 3. 4. 5. Yep. 6. 7. Okay. So, he did miso. I'm so sorry. Yours was 7 this time. The bad news is 8, 9. You would have had it, but you were too late. I apologize for that. You are still getting a billion. So there's nothing to be too sad about there in getting a billion-esque. I am, like, this sorry that you were late. And picked the right number. I'm this sorry for each of those things. Give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm sorry you were late. There you go. 1 billion is for you, my friend. This gets to go on another time. I did wait a little bit for you. Those will go back in here. And they will be there for next time. All right.
Echo step.
So let's push that way more. There we go. Throw this up here and make my face smaller for next time. All right, you guys have yourself a wonderful evening. Let me go see who is on. Rafe, I am so sorry that I either didn't see that soon enough or whatnot, but you still get a billion. You're good. We get to go over here. So we have, let's go Eve Online. So we've got a Surlite, Mr. Unlucky, maybe a Dragon. Moi. Who else do we have? I'm not even sure who to send you over to. Mr. Unlucky is the one that stands out most to me, so I think it's going to be over to him. Alright, feel free to join me next time. I should be back on Thursday. Let's raid Mr. Unlucky. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you later. This will be up on YouTube later. I'd appreciate if somebody throws my death time up there, to be fair, because I don't die on stream enough. And I do want people to see that I die, because I'm known for running these. And it's great for you guys to know that it does happen to me as well. So you guys have a great night. I will see you later. Fly fun. It's okay to lose ships. Have a wonderful evening. Of course you got it. Why wouldn't you get my ask?